Hey, City Center Baptist Church family, it's Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters. Digging Deeper question number 3 this week asks, Barabbas was likely viewed as a popular hero by the general Jewish public due to his involvement in an insurrection attempt against the Romans. How does the exchange of Barabbas for Jesus illustrate our salvation? It is curious that the name of a notorious criminal appears twice in Mark's retelling of the story of Jesus. In fact, all 4 gospel writers record his name. We know very little about him other than he was involved in an insurrection, had committed murder, and was in custody, probably awaiting execution, maybe by crucifixion. The Romans were hated oppressors, so anyone who challenged their cruelty would likely have been looked upon as a hero in the eyes of the general populace. Although unsuccessful, he had defied Rome. Many would have been impressed with the effort. But why mention his name? Many other significant people cross paths with Jesus in the Gospels, yet they remain nameless. But not Barabbas. Perhaps he was so notorious that everyone knew his name. Perhaps he was somewhat of a celebrity for pitting himself against Rome. Or perhaps he serves as a foil to the impeccable nature of Jesus in the story. The gospel writers likely found it inconceivable that their Lord would be exchanged for a murderous criminal. The contrast was too great. The tragedy of all tragedies was that an innocent man would be condemned by the supreme legal courts of the day, while a hardened and guilty troublemaker would be set free. What a travesty of justice. We don't know the end of Barabbas' story. Did he reoffend, get rearrested, and eventually executed? Or did he wonder about the man who died in his place, pursue his followers, and eventually become a disciple of Jesus himself? All we can do is speculate. However, he provides a perfect illustration of what Jesus did for each of us at the cross. He died in our place. The punishment for our rebellion and sin was placed upon him, and he was exchanged for us. Romans 5, verses 6 to 8 says, Jesus died for the ungodly even while we were yet sinners. 2 Corinthians 5:14 to 21 clearly informs us that Jesus died for all, and that for our sake God made Jesus to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God. And 1 Peter 3 verse 18 states that Jesus was the righteous one who suffered for the unrighteous to bring us to God. So we don't know if Barabbas ever repented, trusted Christ, and went on to serve him. But his experience is ours. Whenever sinners, which is all of us, turns away from their sins and turns to Jesus, his life is exchanged for theirs. He died for all of us, and we are set free. This is good news indeed. This has been Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters.